Happy Monday! It's me again, Jen, and we are here, and it is the 22nd of June. It is Monday, start of the week, start of something new. Maybe we will have a start of something new sort of card to talk about today. Again, I am using the Sakki-Sakki Tarot deck, at least for the next few more days until the end of the month. I haven't decided yet what tarot deck I'm going to use for next month, but I have some in mind. And if anybody has like ideas or anything, or I'm open, always open to suggestions. It's the way of the world, right? All right, without further ado. Aha. 7 of coins. Okay, we've talked a lot about coins in, I think, this month. I feel like coins have been a pretty common card this month. I have no idea why that is, but I'm never against coin cards because coins typically have to do with the financial, the fertility aspect of things. So they typically surround money, pregnancy, family, the earth, growth, things of that nature. Again, the element that they are associated with is earth. So coins, often the green of things in the suits. In a standard deck of playing cards, they would represent diamonds, which kind of drives home the whole monetary side of things. Sevens are usually kind of a brief reprieve, a time to enjoy the fruits of your labor, a time to kind of reassess and see where things are going. They're a little bit like threes, I guess, in a way, but they're that one last step you've got to take before you go on to the next level, so to speak. So in some cases, sevens are a rest, and in some cases, sevens are kind of a contemplation and reassessment. And there are some little symbols on here. We'll get to that. I want to talk a little bit about the card itself first. So I love that there are these sunflowers, and the sunflower faces are the coins. I don't know how well you guys can see that on the screen, but yes. In fact, it kind of reminds me of the back of the card, which is kind of these flowers. So that's kind of cool. And every single one of them has got the little star in the middle, because in some decks it is the pentacles. So coins, pentacles, stars, discs, or diamonds. Those are kind of all to do with this suit. And in this case, you've got your flowers growing, and you've got kind of that looks like a hoe or a rake. It's sitting on the side. Nobody's on it. Interesting thing about this card in a lot of different decks is that there's usually a person, a character on the card who's kind of leaning on that tool, who's leaning on the gardening tool. They are taking a break. They're kind of assessing, how well is this garden growing? Do I need to water it more? Is this soil too acidic? Do I need to do this or that? And they're also in some ways kind of contemplating how great this stuff is. It isn't fully like overabundance of garden, which we'll see in some of the other future cards of this nature, is that there's a lot of garden. Garden is everywhere. And yet in this one, it's like, okay, it's still kind of potted plants. They're still starting to grow. Maybe not everything has bloomed yet. What can I do better? But what also have I come so far with that I can enjoy a little bit? So I can take a little break. And that's what I like about this. When it usually has the character on here, it drives home the idea of contemplate for a moment. I feel like in this artist rendition, it's kind of supposed to be you as the character are standing back and kind of going, before I pick up my rake and before I get going, I just want to take a look at these beautiful flowers that I've grown. Before I change anything, before I start really working stuff, I want to take a moment and enjoy it. So that's kind of what I'm getting from this artist's rendition of it, is that it's something that's in the background that is supposed to be you looking at it, you perceiving it. So that's kind of cool. I like that there's a lot of greens and cooler colors in this because, again, earth is kind of the element that we associate with the coins rather than fire or something like that that we associate with wands. So I I like that it's kind of the more muted tones. They are earthy without being like fiery. And I like that. That's really cool. All right, so the symbols that we have down here on the bottom, you have to give me a moment to actually look at them. It looks like it's Saturn and Taurus, and I am going to use my little cheat sheet here to double check. And yes, oh my goodness, I was absolutely right. Go me. All right, I'm getting better at this. So Saturn and Taurus are down there. You can see Saturn is over by the 7, and coins is, or yeah, Taurus is over by the coins. I know that Taurus is an earth sign. So I'm going to relate that to it. I know that it's one of the more maternal kind of signs too, and it's very earthy and it's very much of that like salt of the earth sort of feel to the Taurus. Taurus is also kind of typically a very stubborn sign. So I think that maybe the idea of having this on here has to emphasize like keep plodding ahead, be that bull that's kind of pulling the till, so to speak, and keep working the ground. Don't get lazy about it, be stubborn and stay strong about it. But I don't know. So if anybody's got any insight on that one, I'm totally open to more answers of why Taurus is on here. Saturn, I'm not really sure because other than Saturn is like the Reaper kind of thing, I don't usually associate Saturn with growth as far as like nature and earthy aspects of things. But I can see how it's like, okay, well, maybe it's time to till up this section and grow something different. So I'll give it that. But again, I'm not really sure how Saturn fits in. If anybody has any answers to that, I'm totally open because, again, astrology is not my thing. It is not my strong suit. Suit cards. That's the cards are definitely my thing. I love the symbolism in the cards. I'm very good at it. I enjoy it, but astrology has never been my forte. I know my zodiac sign. I know other people's zodiac signs, and it's a good conversation starter, but that's about all I've got. So if you have insight as to why zodiac signs and symbols are on these cards more so than what I talk about, please feel free to leave a comment down below. I also would like to note that starting this week, I have begun online kind of tarot cafe sort of thing where it's kind of lessons but not really, and I'm open to anybody who wants to join for that. It's going to be once a week for now on Mondays. So today, usually I'm going to start at about 3:30 in the afternoon. If you are interested in joining, you can go ahead and leave a comment down below, or you can email me and check out my website, and that'll help you kind of get in contact with me, and that's in the description below. So that's kind of the new assessment that I have and growing something new in my little world. As far as like globally speaking, when this card comes up, I like to look at it as maybe it's time we kind of start to pick the fruits of our labors and see how things are going and take a little time to reassess. So in your day to day this week, maybe before diving into another busy week, because I know things are changing all the time right now and things are a little bit crazy, take a breath, take a moment, maybe make a little bit of a schedule and say, okay, well, these are the things I really need to get done and these are the things I can leave behind. And cut some stuff off your list that isn't as necessary. Take a little break. So, as always, I hope this little insight helps you, and I hope it maybe gives you a little advice how to get through the day, how to get through the week. And always feel free to come back and check out things in the comments because people have been leaving some interesting comments. So, I'm super excited to know what everybody thinks. Have a wonderful, wonderful Monday. If you're interested in anything else, as I've mentioned, please check out my website. It's in the description. Always like and subscribe. I've got some weird stuff that I've been doing. I've been playing the ukulele. I've been sharing some of my stories. I've been dancing. I've been doing weird stuff in my house of rainbows and awesome. So I look forward to hearing from all of you and have a wonderful week. And until next time.